Trigger warning. The following content may discuss sensitive topics such as mental health, abuse, violence. Please proceed with caution and take care of yourself. If you feel uncomfortable, it's okay to step away.
He'll always worm his way out of a situation, and that is Luke. To the core, little penfold, little snake. I've said it once and I'll say it again. But the only reason now it's different is because the whole app's in an uproar and misread was Canadian Angie and them going at misread. But he's got to keep himself in some sort of way, if you get me, main nation. Do you know what I'm saying? So now we're going to get into of what's, well, do you know, I don't know if you've all, I think you've all heard, like, what she's been saying, because, do you know, I don't really want to play these videos. What do you reckon? Because I think it's triggering.
Certain videos are going to be triggering, right? But do you want me to be honest with you, like, it upsets me now, even more now, to see Donna like that, you know?
Mm-hmm. That's what
because
I'm saying.
This for a long time, right? We obviously, you know, like, we was close, and I've said to her, you need to break out and stop being so scared and stand up for yourself. I mean, all of a sudden now, right, I know people have been telling her to do this. I know this is not, this hasn't just happened. There's people like poking and prodding and telling her to do this, because I'm telling you for a fact now, I've been speaking to this woman for fucking months and said, you know, you need to break out your shell, stand up, stand on business and tell these people, don't let them walk over you.
Yeah.
Do not let all these people walk over you. So all of a sudden, right, for weeks ago, you got your granddaughter mentioned and you did nothing. All of a sudden, it's got nothing to do with you, and now you do something. It's a load of bollocks. It's all fakery. I can't stand this bullshit. And everyone going, oh, Luke, you're the realist on the app. Luke is definitely not the realist on the app. Full of fucking shit. I can tell you for a fact now, right? Any person that's friends with someone who says they're really close to someone and they love someone, right? As soon as that person's granddaughter's mentioned, you cut that person off. We're all entitled to support and be friends who we want. However, when you're talking about going to find out where someone's granddaughter is, that's where you draw the line. That person gets cut off. Not the next live go, oh, big up, we love you because someone's sending you gifts. The fact of the matter is, the reason why he's up Misred's arse, and this is factual, is because he knows he loses his audience. If them two fall out, he loses his audience, and he can't handle backlash. He cannot handle people going at him saying, you're not loyal, you're not a true friend. That's the truth. That is fucking...
Because he does hang off for coattails. End of. And like I say, the only reason that he's having anything to say is because Donna was gone too. She was attacked by Canadian Angie, by Evil Queen. But shame on them, because they're absolute devils. Absolute devils. Hey, Aunt Sally. Aunt Sally, I'm in. Jump in the box, because I want you in here when I'm on about something, because I'm on about Luke, right? Me and Miss Red had a conversation, and it was about loyalties. And I do know that Luke definitely did not have Donna's back over Canadian Angie, right? He still let her in after Canadian Angie wanted to find out where her grandkids was, where her kids lived, what school Tilly went to. And I was just trying to say to Miss Red, Donna, I said, how can he be your best friend that he's proclaiming to be when he's still allowing that tramp in his life? And do you know what it boils down to? Do you know what it boils down to? To gifts. Please believe me, you know this app, don't you? It's morals over money, big style. That's what it is.
No, money over morals.
Whichever way it is then. But... and that's why I was pissed off with it. That's why I took a step back from it, because I couldn't be done with the snakiness everywhere around us. And I thought, I'm not doing this no more. It was actually depressing the life out of us. Really big style, depressing the life. Alex will tell you. And I even said this to Donna too. I said, Donna, I can't do it no more. I said, I've got nothing against you. I can't do it. I need to step back. And not, listen, there's a few different ones. It wasn't just Luke. But then today, like I said, absolutely, I can't believe I would come in like a knight on white horse, whatever you call it, and on like a knight in the white horse, protecting Miss Red when he should have done it months ago if he was his best friend. But today, good. One thing I will say, good on him for having his cousins back, Rickster and Piwatalia, because why should this whole app question what they've gone through? Have they lost a baby? Has this happened? Has that happened? Whose fucking business? Yes, I know all the apps talking about it, and Rickster come on and they showed things and that, but you not think people cope in different ways. But for that evil one, that dirty, vile devil, what she is, the evil one, and that Canadian one to go in and say they don't believe what's happened, they want to see proof, and lots of others as well, by the way, wanted to see proof. Shame on you. I hope the depths of hell opens up for you.
Do you know what people need to realise as well? How you doing, Frankie? Do you know what people need to realise, right? Before people run with anything, listen to what I'm saying to you, right? I believe myself that there was a baby, and I do believe that, you know what I mean? That's what I believe, right? Yeah. But even if, when everyone's doing all this sick digging and trying to find out someone's lying and that, there still was mocking of baby loss, if there was a baby or not, because there'd be women that have gone through this in real life, and these people are going, oh, yeah, bye baby, and mentioning fucking sick things. You're still mocking child loss, regardless if there's a baby or not.
Devils. Absolute devils.
Jack the Ripper comment got me.
Yeah.
Just in the whole lot of it is, and the people go, oh, but there is no baby. Even if there wasn't, so fucking what? You're still traumatising the app, right? And mocking people. And there's women in chats going, oh, we love you. Really? What are you actually loving?
Yeah.
What are people supporting?
I have to come back. Sorry, I'm getting a warning. 2 minutes. Weird people. Really weird people.
Shall I play Pearl the CA going in on this red now?
Yeah, if you want, but just let them listen to it.
Yeah.
Let them listen to it. Hey, everybody, welcome in. Sorry, I keep getting, violations, so I might have to keep starting and restarting the live. And if it goes, I'll be on Pearl Price and back up.
Your mouth. You want to go hold another live and tell people to report me and block me? I'm going to tell you what. We're going to do a playback of how horrible of a fucking human being you are. Don't go sit there and fucking say because I said this. Your granddaughter thing. Where's Katie Minx? Is she in here?
Snakes, can I have 2 seconds to talk, please?
Oh my God, this bitch again. Can you take the Canadian out of your fucking name?
I've been waiting to talk, if I may. I was here before you and I kept getting muted.
Please go ahead, because I'm just going to keep muting her. Go ahead, honey.
Well,
this is
mental. You can't take...
Yeah.
I agree with what you're saying, Andy Andrew, and I do agree with what Eva Queen's saying. Yes, I don't agree with the terms that have been used, but the things that you guys have been put through and the point that you are putting across is 100% correct.
This is what I'm saying to Peace. Like, why should I judge my friend when she's put through hell? I'm not going to judge her for her reaction. Absolutely not. I'm not.
And you know what's making me laugh is when everyone keeps going, oh, she'll never know what it's like to be one. You know, there's actual women who are born without womb, who can't give birth. Like so if you're saying that my comments affected women and affected people who've been through it, then you're affecting women by invalidating them and saying unless you've got a womb and are capable of miscarrying, then you'll never know what it feels like to be a woman. There we go.
How dare she? No, go on, my king.
Sorry. What will DA think of you when she sees this? Well, do you know what? I had a miscarriage, okay? So, some of the words that were said were harsh, but I understand.
Get in the box, I want to get.
What you've been put through and what you've put through.
We look lucky.
If you want to come for me, my mental health isn't great at the moment. But if you want to come for me, come for me. I really don't care anymore.
Turn your message request off, darling. Protect yourself. Yeah. At the end of the day, anyone that wants to come after you, anyone that thinks they're even in the slightest going to come after me, No one had the chest to go sit in his box and say, look, a different woman.
King of Kings, 1 minute, me baby. And Sally, I just want to give you all of our heartfelt condolences, because if everybody who doesn't know, this is Rickster's aunt, and she's also Luke the judge's aunt. But I just really want to give you all of our heartfelt condolences. What's gone on? And I know you're coming on, Sally, and heard us going on about Luke, but you know the double standards on here, Aunt Sally, and the snaky little behaviour. It's not on. It's not on. And now the only one good thing that I'm going to say about Luke is that Rickster and Tally is back on this, and good on him, because who's anybody to speak about these on this app? But I am sorry, Aunt Sally, what's happened to the family. But I'm just sorry you've had to hear us come in and call Luke, because he's 40-faced through to the core. This is why me and him fell out a few weeks since, and it was over Canadian Angie. I'll tell everybody what it was for. It was over Canadian Angie. And then when he was still letting her in the room, this is how I had a word with Miss Red, and I said, I don't like all the snaky, underhanded behaviour. Like, you're either friends or not. You have your friends back. Why was he allowing her still in that thing? Hello, Canadian Angie, because she was chucking him a few gifts, Aunt Sally. That's not a friend to me, and that's not a true person to me. And that was what I was going on about, and I'll still stand by it. I'll still stand by it. And listen, me and Aunt Sally's got a good relationship, and she knows if I say something, I mean it. But what I love about Aunt Sally, she won't take sides either. She sees us all the same. That's why I love Aunt Sally for. But I was just sorry she had to come in when I was going at Luke, because he's so underhanded, it's on another level. But like I say, I can't believe how he's allowed this for weeks to go on. And that was what I questioned Miss Red on. How can she say that her and her are best friends when he was allowing all of this people who hated, looked for a family, went in at a hard, and still allowed them in the room for a few presents? He fucked.
Pearl, he did apologise today.
For what?
On his live, he apologised. He apologised.
Irrelevant, Lucy. Honestly, it's irrelevant. Literally irrelevant, man.
Sorry, Aunt Sally, and I'm not going to be false to myself. I'm going to say what I'm going to say, but you know why he's apologised for? Because for what we've been saying for weeks, why was he allowing Canadian Angie in when she's just not a nice person, going at his so-called best friend? Again, money over morals, and I'll still stand by it. But now that all app's in an uproar, Luke's going to go with the flow of the thing. Calls everybody else sheep. He's the biggest sheep on the app. And Sally, I'm going to have to say, I'm sorry, Aunt Sally. But you know me, if I've got it on my head, I have to say it. I do.
Yeah. Well, you know what, Pearl, me and you have been friends from day one. We've met and everything, so...
You know, listen,
I'll just keep my nose out a bit, don't I?
There's no hate there, Aunt Sally. Do you know that's a strong word to say about anybody? Even that devil one, where the two devils, because may the depths of hell open up for them two. Even them two, there's no hate.
Who two?
The EQ one and that Canadian one.
Oh, I've got you, yeah.
But I am so sick of 40-faced, snaky people on this app, and that's why I didn't agree.
Yes, thank you, I'm okay.
Where they were calling each other best friends don't. It's like this now. If Alex or Frankie somebody was going in and looking for my grandbabies and looking to where my kids lived, and they openly said it on an app, and then these two were allowing them to come in, welcome in, such a one, I'd never speak to them again, and that's where my morals lie, right there.
I'll just jump in, please, because people in the chat seem to think, oh, didn't Alex stick up for Canadian Angie last week? No, listen to I'm one of them people. If I know there's wrongdoing, I will call out the wrongdoing, regardless if I like the person or not. All I did was state facts that was not Canadian Angie that was getting put around the app. That ain't sticking up for someone. That is spitting facts.
It wasn't her though, was it?
You can't handle facts then. You shouldn't be on TikTok around me, because I promise you now, it's all I'm going to be spitting.
Yeah. So...
Yeah. I just think the sad thing is the loss of the baby, really.
Yeah.
Because I knew before, and she was pregnant.
Yes, I know.
Because I knew before anyone knew when she first found out. So I just think, you know, at the end of the day, regardless to what we feel about anyone, a little baby's innocent.
Yeah.
An unborn little baby.
Listen, and Sally, listen, I know Rickster and Talia, like, told everybody when they'd lost the baby and everything, right? But then, you know what's absolutely turned my stomach? How dare people question, well, I don't believe that she was, like, expecting. I don't believe there was a baby. I don't believe this. What the fuck has it got to do with anybody, what anybody believes? Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
well, honestly, they're so... If they could see how unintelligent and stupid they looked, if they could see, they just look like uneducated people who just got no intelligence, because you wouldn't make such stupid statements. And you can go at me all you like, because I might be an old girl, but it take more than you lot down there to frighten me, I'll tell you now.
Exactly. But people even wanting, like, she even come on and
I keep my own business to myself, don't I, Pearl? I don't snag anyone.
But to go,
I just wanted to say,
baby here.
I just wanted to say, yeah, me and Talia haven't seen eye to eye for a very long time, but no way on this earth would I ever wish anything like this upon her at all.
Exactly.
Talia, if you are listening, my heart and my thoughts completely go out to you, girl, and I support you on this 100%.
Me too.
I've been through it, Pearl. It was 30 years ago, but I've been through the loss of a child, and you do grieve. She's in grief at the minute, and yet I couldn't understand, why am I feeling like this? It wasn't born. It was just like 3 or 4 months gone. Why am I feeling like this? And it was because I'd lost a part of me, and I didn't understand it.
You learn to cope with it, but you never forget, Aunt Sally, and then you have
see the stress in her when she was on camera with Rickster. You could just see that she just didn't want to be there. She was just in her own world. That's what I was seeing in her. I'd never seen her like that before.
I think it's disgusting, the fact that she's had to jump through hoops to make people believe this trauma that she's been through. Exactly. You know, a mother that's lost everything. I just think it's absolutely disgusting what this app has come to.
She really wanted this baby to live.
Can I just say, Aunt Sally, while you want everything from start to finish, she had to be resuscitated. Now, this is what, listen, and I don't know if this is thing, but come on, it's time to speak facts on here. She was resuscitated. She went down to theatre. This is why she was in. And that Canadian, God knows, I've got no words for her, that Canadian one, wanting to know, why was she in hospital for a week? Because she was firstly resuscitated, then she went to theatre, then she
would have probably had to have blood, because it happened to me and I was rushed to theatre. They said I'd be dead in an hour if I kept bleeding like that.
Being a baby, then they do tests to determine if they ask for, because I know that this has happened before, what the gender was. And somebody said that she's mentioned it was a he. People saying she wasn't far enough on. It was only like a week, and then she would have had a scan. So I don't know the ins and outs, but they really can test what gender it was. But whichever way, it's got nothing. Why should they, especially at this time, have to come on and prove anything to anybody, and especially that Canadian one, who come over here to have a bully platform, and the other devil that rubbed shoulders with each other back and forward. And you know, one of them, they'll drop. It was only last year, was it last year or a few months since the Canadian one was calling the devil one about sleeping in bed with little boys. So come on, there's no...
Well, I was going to say that. At what point, and she can slag me all she likes, I've never spoke about it before, and I do not care. But it was only last week, were people not insinuating that she was in bed with the 14-year-old boy? Wasn't it confirmed by Chester?
And he was shut down, that was...
And I'm just wondering what it's going to take for people to wake up.
Exactly. So she didn't like everybody were running with that story. So what gives her the difference now when there's a loss of life for them to...
And bring the charity up all you're picking once, load of rubbish. Keep that up and you're going to have a copper at your door. It'll take a few months, but believe me, we can do it.
Yeah. But that Canadian one, and I'll still stand by it, well, there's two bully apps on here. One's the Canadian one and one's the devil. Two bully platforms on here. So, sorry, that's my opinion on things, and it'll only be a matter of time because they've done it time and time again. But, you know, I'm also shocked at, and I really mean this, and me and her was speaking, and I thought, oh, we've got past it, she's nice, for Gracie to come in and start gifting when they were going in hard at Tally and Rickster over that baby. Gracie come in gifting EQ and the Canadian one. And I
don't know TikTok. I don't hear a lot at the moment from Tally and Rickster, but I'm sure they're all right. When they're around Birmingham area, I'll see them.
Yeah, I thought, I can't believe it. Canadian Caris. I don't know who this is, but we'll have... Hi, Canadian Caris.
Yeah. So, oh my God, I did it drunkenly as a joke, and now it was all kicked off with her, so I'm regretting the name.
You what? Sorry?
Oh, sorry, I've got headphones in. Can you hear me?
You're a bit blurred.
2 seconds, I'll pop down.
It's Caris that is part. She's not a part of Canadian Angie's team. She's all right.
Sorry. She's a bit muffled. Sorry. What was I going to say there? But yeah, so it showed a lot of people's morals on here about when they're going in at a baby, that's not a no more. Maybe a little angel.
And to cut a womb out. I mean, I don't know where that sort of stuff comes from.
From him down below.
No, I'm on about...
yeah, I know what she said about
that
being...
kind of evilness.
Yeah, about being... She would have palled up with Jack the Whipper, I'll call him, because... and needed it cut away so it could never happen again. How sick and twisted are people? How sick and fucking twisted are they?
I had headphones in and I think they're playing that. I'm not Canadian.
No, I know Alex is just there now.
It was a drunken joke and now I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah.
No, they wouldn't let me speak earlier, but even what Canadian Angie said is so disgusting because it's so accurate as to what people go through. Like, she has no idea the upset is caused, let alone someone who's going through it currently. Yeah. Like, it affects everyone and they've just got no moral compass whatsoever. Mm-hmm. And she knows she's done wrong because she wouldn't let me speak a word earlier. Every 2 seconds I was being muted, I was being dropped, back up. She knows she's done wrong because she can't handle any criticism whatsoever.
What were you trying to say on there, Caris?
I was just trying to tell her, look, regardless of who you're aiming this at, even though that's diabolical.
Yeah, we all know who it was.
It affects so many people, like literally so many. There's not many women who haven't experienced it or who have known someone who's gone through it.
Yeah.
The depth they've gone into and what they're saying is fucking disgusting. They need off this app.
1,000,000%. It's never going to happen. They're never ever going to get cancelled out. But what will stop them is when people don't go in there and listen to the absolute rubbish that comes out of the mouth, the violence and the hatred that comes out of the mouth. How dare she come across from another country to sit over here and then put divides in the rooms, because that's what she does. And there's the EQ Minx one as well. She allowed all kinds to be said and even allowed misread to be called, you know, like a name more, but you understand, like you're a dried up old more, but it's that, like, you know which word I'm trying to say. And that was what was allowed in EQ Minxes today, and it was never once stopped. And people who were trying to stick up people who was trying to stick up was getting muted. There was another one, is it Raspberry Tart or something, kept getting muted. And I just thought, look at that, you can't even go in there and have a conversation with them because they all deserve each other. They're all absolute cretins of the depths of down below. Pure pieces of rubbish.
It's about time women started to support women on this app.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm going to say it. Women need to start supporting women on this app. There's a woman that's lost a baby, regardless of things that have happened. The things that are being said are absolutely vile. Absolutely vile. What people are expecting her to put forward and to show that this is truth. What the fuck is going on this app? What the fuck is going on? Yeah, wake up, start growing up, people, and start acting your fucking age, all right? Because enough is enough. Enough is enough. There's so much good to be done on this app, but yet it's being pulled down by people.
Yeah.
I think it's absolutely disgusting.
They did show proof, didn't they? Because I thought they wouldn't have got that out of me, but there was a letter from the hospital. You know, they give you on discharge or something.
Yeah.
And it said it there on the letter.
One, Sally, how vile, asking people for proof. What rights has anybody got to ask for proof if you've lost a child? Who's got any right to ask anybody that? None whatsoever. None whatsoever. But, and do you know something? I even had another clip sent to us of all people on the app. There was even somebody else who said they'll never have, I don't know if it'll last or whatever, but they'll never support the evil one again. And it was delusional. I couldn't believe it. Do you know what I'm saying? So,
yeah,
don't be sorry, my Lucy. But it's sick and it's twisted. And do you know what enables everybody for these to keep going on like the absolute pieces of dirt? What they are is when people's going in and supporting them. They chuck that back in your face while I'm sitting here and doing this, and I'm getting thousands of pounds a night. Do you know what I'm saying? So they're really basically taking the piss out of you for taking your money off you while you sit there and watch them slate people through to the core, and which it's not just slating, it's vile. I've never heard anything like it in my life. When people is sitting laughing, there's videos of them laughing, mocking Talia when she's on a screen and all of Canadian Angie's lot is in the thing. And sorry, it's an EQ Minx's live where they all sat laughing and saying she needs a 10 out of 10 for acting. Oh, my sweet Jesus Christ. I swear to God, honestly, that I'm so mad with them. It's unreal. So mad. But everybody goes into their lives just sitting there, gifting, clapping when they say anything. Come on, just exactly what Lucy's just said. Women pulling women down, going on about somebody who's lost a child, and then going in at another woman, calling her a dirty old used name to the core, one of them. Like, who's the Canadian one? Who are we allowing to sit and dictate to us in, like, on our TikTok where nobody likes her over where she's at, so she's had to come here looking for another, and all she's done now is a bully live. Anything that their team up with together now, it's a bully live. And it's everybody else, and I'm saying that now, it's everybody that goes in there, sits, gifts them, enables them and gets the viewers up. That's what's enabling. That's where they go on, and that's where they think it's their God-given right to say what they want, and they'll get a free pass. I'm sorry, and that's just, I'm so mad. I am so mad because I can't believe they haven't been stopped from what they've been saying about a little baby bed of heaven turret that's not here no more, and two people's lives at the minute will feel like there's nothing worth living for, that the lives has turned upside down and destroyed.
Talia will really be and Rickster, but Talia will really be grieving at the minute because, as I said, I lost the baby myself. So.
Still his child, he's still going to feel that pain just because he's not the woman.
Of course he is, but she will be absolutely like, she's just been a lot of confusion and pain. It's terrible. I've been there, as I said.
It's sick. And like I said, I hope karma's a bitch and everybody's there to see it, especially with that, the evil one, especially with her, because she said that much bad, hurt and vile things on this app, and she laughs and it's ha 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 with that voice. Ha ha ha. laughs while he's his gift now another £300 for a line.
Yeah, Ricky was very upset about it. I've seen it myself. He was gutted, and he does really love Talia as well.
Exactly. And that's what I said, even still, getting back to Luke again. Now, Talia, right, Rickster is his cousin at the end of the day, right? The Canadian one was constantly going at him, the evil one, and he was still sat with him in the room, Aunt Sally. I'm going to say it as it is, because to me, that is snaky tricks. End of. No matter how much he professes he's this big saviour coming to the defence of everybody. Defence my ass. He's only ever thinking about himself and where the next gift can come from. I'm sorry.
Hello. Sorry to interrupt.
So sorry to me, Pearl. We've always been mates. We always will be. You say as you feel, and that's it.
Thank you, my Kelly, for the prescription. Yes, Cheryl?
Luke did say that he wished he'd listened to you. I will say that in his life tonight.
Cheryl, can I just say something? And you know why he's saying that for now? Because the whole app's in an uproar, and he was told time and time and time again, and he doesn't stop. He's got no loyalties. He's got no loyalties whatsoever. And I'm sorry, Aunt Sally, I know you sat in the box and it's your nephew, but listen, you know how I am and all, and he's absolutely boiled my blood. Coming on tonight, screaming and shouting, but it was only a couple of days and hello Canadian Angie, welcome in, send another gift. Piss off. Absolute vile. No morals whatsoever.
And Sally, I just want to say I'm really, really sorry for the loss of you and your family. I'm 6 years into having a stillbirth, and it's devastating. Every single day. It's not just after it happens. Talia will be lost at the moment.
Yeah,
and
that's
she won't know what she's doing right for wrong, and just let her go with the flow and let her scream, let her shout, let her be. I feel for you, it's the worst position, and to walk out of hospital without a baby is heartbreaking. It really, really is. You're leaving your baby behind. Every day I have visions of it. And when I hear people mocking it, it's devastating.
Oh, Cheryl.
I know, Cheryl. I've been there, darling. And there's nothing, even time will ease it, that's all. You never forget.
Time doesn't really help either.
No, that's what I mean. It was over 30 years ago for me.
For me, Aunt Sally, same for me. My baby was a full child born.
Oh.
And listen, you don't get over it, but with time things
you learn to live with it, but you never get over it.
Yes, but you still even after this time now, you still have your bad days with it. And that's what I said, early on it'll feel like the world, there's nothing to live for. That's how they're going to be feeling. They'll feel empty, they'll feel crushed.
Yeah. I lost my baby at 31 weeks due to medical negligence.
Yeah.
And that hurt, knowing that the NHS killed my baby.
No. Careful what you say, my Cheryl, because you'll just get bananaed. Sorry. Anyway, I just pray for you, I really do. It's not nice. But thanks for letting me up, Pearl. No, you're welcome, my Cheryl. Thank you, and I hope that you're okay.
Thank you.
Where's your Cheryl?
Do you know, that's another thing, how many people, right, on here at the minute will have been watching all this horrible, horrible stuff that's been going on, who is affected by this or knows somebody. But you know what I'm going to say? Them people that's in there sending these gifts, clapping them and praising them up. Let's hope you've never got a daughter. Let's hope you've never got a sister or a granddaughter or something that's going to go through this one day. Because, do you know what, I'm a big, big believer in? Our blessed Lord God does not pay his debts with money.
He doesn't allow foul play.
No, definitely. And that's what I'm saying. People going in there and allowing this to happen. Absolutely sick. And you know that you're going to get trolled to whatever. Do I look bothered? No, I'm really not. Do you know somebody coming on a little fake account and typing a few words? I don't even read my comments, so they ain't going to bother me. I don't answer the messages. As everybody knows, they don't bother me.
Yeah.
But let's hope you can sleep good at night. Because like I say, I hope that you never have a peaceful night's sleep again. I hope you're tortured with bad dreams about what you said about a poor child that's not here no more. It's turned me sick to the stomach, I've got to tell the truth.
This lady on there says, I'm going to keep reporting Luke later. What's he done? I know you might think I'm daft. I don't see half of it.
What? Sorry, Aunt Sally.
The
What?
lady just said she's going to keep reporting Luke, so he's obviously upset some poor girl. But you were saying something about Luke. What has he done? I honestly don't know. You know me,
Aunt Sally, to the core, absolute 40-faced. He went in at me when I said he's a little snake on his belly, and that's exactly what he is, a little snake on his belly. He's got no morals, none whatsoever.
No, I think he's done something or said something.
I don't know.
You don't know? Okay.
My opinion on it. Honestly, I don't know. Like I say,
I just thought, I don't know what he's done.
A couple of weeks since we had a few words behind the scenes, me and him on a phone call, and then I phoned him up and I said, how can you, I said, say you are Miss Red's best friend? I said, when I've just watched that live, I said, and in she strolled, I was in the live, hello, Canadian Angie, after he'd been told. And then he's been making an excuse. I told her any more talk about a child. She constantly goes every single day at somebody, every day. And it's only, Aunt Sally, because the whole app's up in arms over this, that he is having a say on it. And you know what that's for? He's frightened he loses a few gifters. I'm sorry. And I'm just going to say it like it is.
Yeah. Crazy, this app, isn't it?
It is. Do you want to say anything, Alex?
I just think that the problem is, like, when people say, like, obviously, they say the app's crazy. The app only becomes crazy if you don't become authentic, you know, if you're different to you are off the app and you bring this sort of false persona on the app, that's when shit goes wrong. But if you're right and you're exactly the same as you are off the app and on the app, there's going to be no dramas, because people can take you on face value then and say, you know what, that's who he is as a person. That's who that person is a person. Unfortunately, it's not like that, you see. People don't think like that. And like I said, Luke, from what I know Luke as a person, he's a good person. You know what I mean? From deep down, he's a good person. I've never had a bad interaction with him off the app. Never had once. But I see a different side when I come on the app, because I've spoke to the guy many, many times off the app. So I know what he's about and I know what he stands on. But then when it comes on the app, it's a whole different Luke. And that's why I get pissed off. Because it's like I said to Luke and I said to Donna, forget what people are saying. Stop people-pleasing people. If they've affected you and pissed you off, tell them about themselves, because that's the problem. Yeah. People get away with it when you don't tell them about themselves. And that's what
knows me and Luke are the best of friends. And then it was just different little things was happening, different little things here. And then, as everybody knows, Big Style, he went into us when he went over the racism thing. He went into us, told me one thing on a WhatsApp when we were talking on the phone, went into his Big Style, which that was his chance. He could say what he wanted. And then still wanted me to be a friend behind the scenes without anybody else knowing. That was the first little red flag. I thought, no. And then it was only because, for Donna, I'll tell the truth, why we got friends again. She kept saying, he really misses you, this, that and the other. Then we was on a phone call, and anyways, he come in the phone call, and that's how it started. And do you know the first one I phoned when I got that phone call? I phoned Chester. I said, Chester, I've been on a phone call with him, me baby. I said, but listen, I said, I just want to be upfront with you, because every single day, Chester rings me. And I said, I just want to tell you, me baby, I've been on a phone call. And he said, Pearl, that's absolutely fine. He said, I'm not telling you to be friends, no, not with. He said, if me and Luke's had a problem, we've had a problem, that's nothing to do with you. And that was that. And I just said, no, but you know where my loyalties is with Chester. If he's still with you. I said, we're speaking, and if it just paves the way and makes things a bit easier. And then I start going into his life. He was coming into here. And then at one point, even him and Chester was speaking on the screen. I thought, this is nice, instead of all this arguing and going on. Sometimes you do anything for peace. That's what you do. Sometimes you do things for peace. But it's not nice. You're all in the same circle, going around. It's just for peace. But then all the underhandedness started again. And like I said, a couple of weeks before, me and him had a little bit of a fallout, disagreement over it. And he promised, well, I'm not even saying that, but he promised, I'm not going into that. But anyways, we had a discussion, he went, well, I didn't know. I said, piss off, Luke. I said, of course you knew. You watch everything that goes on the app. I said, you get sent all the screen recordings. And he said, well, now I know. If I was only in his live after that, and who come floating in, Canadian Angie, first thing, hello, Canadian. And I thought, nah, no. And that's, listen, I'm sorry. I know I come across as a see you next Tuesday, and I maybe, listen, I know I am. I'm not going to even say I know I am. But what you see with me is what you get. If I'm somebody's friend, I'll have you back. I wouldn't be sitting there being fake-assed as F for a little present to chuck my friend under the bus. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You know, that's what gets me, Aunt Sally. I don't know, and I take everybody at face value, and I think everybody's like myself, and it doesn't work like that. I know it's an app, and I never sit on it yet. I do say tap the screen. That's what I say. Can tap the screen. If somebody wants to send you a present, they'll send you a present. If they don't, it's fine. They don't ever hear me say, come on now, I need this, or I need that, or I need the other. If you want to come in my room, you can come in. You don't have to spend not one penny. I love having a chat to people, having a laugh with people.
Yeah.
Sorry, today I'm just so mad. It's unreal, and it's hard. It's like, it makes your heart heavy when you see what is actually going on the app at the minute, ripping people to pieces and asking to prove have they lost a child. It's sickening, actually. King of Kings, is there any more little videos like?
Just to be honest, I found about 7 or 8 of them, but some of the wording with Aunt Sally being in here, it's a bit vile.
Don't worry about me.
Are you sure?
Did he say Aunt Sally?
No, they've not mentioned you, but it's just some.
The language is bad. Oh, sweetheart, you wouldn't believe
it's not
what I
bothered
have to
about the
hear.
language. Aunt Sally can be as, I know she's a woman of the cloth, but listen, I know.
I hear it all here. You couldn't do what I do.
I think he's on about Aunt Sally. I think he's on about the situation.
Yeah, more than anything.
Yeah, and what's gone on with Talia and Rickster, because those are the things. So, hi, girl. Hi, my Nesty. So if that's what he's asking, Sally, do you want to while this is played or not?
Play it in. If it's, I feel it's a little strong, I'll just quietly nip out. Yeah. But just play it and
if it's too much for you, then Sal, just wave and I'll move on to the next one.
All right, dear.
Per, can I just? Oh, sorry, I don't know what I've touched there. Oh, unmute on there.
Can you hear me?
Well, I've done that there. Sorry, yeah, go on, my Nesty.
Right. Pearl, I just feel that you are too good for this TikTok app.
Listen, no, I'm not going to make myself, because I can be the biggest see you next Tuesday.
Well, we all can,
and I can be terrible, but I just don't like underhandedness. I don't like false-asked people. And I don't like evil, corrupted. We can all have vile mouth on us, but not to them levels. Not to them levels.
Well, unfortunately, to me, TikTok, don't get me wrong, I come on this every now and again and I listen to what's going on. It's fairly educational, put it that way, into human nature, okay?
It's sick.
I feel it's like a portal, this TikTok. Whoever designed it are geniuses there in China. They knew what they were doing, because drama brings in money. But unfortunately to me, this the English TikTok, not saying Irish or any better, but this English TikTok has just completely, it's like a portal has been opened and every evil entity has crawled through it and made their way onto TikTok. I'm sorry, but
it is what it is. Listen, we all know what TikTok is, and we all love a little bit of drama. But what I'm trying to say, this is not drama. When people come into real people's lives, looking for where the grandchildren lives, where the children live, looking for getting private investigators onto it, and then other people who say they're the friends welcome them into the room with open arms. No, and then the same people going in at people who's just lost a child
Yeah, that's the final.
That's not TikTok.
That broke the camel's back for me now in terms of what I've been looking
Can
at.
I ask all of you, sorry, just to mute up just while King plays this video, if you don't mind. Yeah. I'm sorry, if it gets too much, just put your hand up.
Yeah, all right, love, I'm all right, don't worry about me.
I played the delusive one. This is a good one.
Fucking hell, love all this godliness, but it's talking about it. Good.
But can I ask you a question, Corey? This isn't an act, is it?
Who, with EQ?
And yeah, come on, is this an act?
Do you want my personal opinion?
Yeah.
It was never once an act. Once a cunt, always a cunt, from start to finish.
Okay, so it's definitely not an act. I'm just wondering why she would go, yes, sick, absolutely, but why she would go this far. Do you know what I mean?
But also...
Maybe they're in it together, I don't know now.
Playing devil's advocate here, right, with EQ, they have been bullying her for weeks and she haven't gone back yet. So maybe she's just thought tonight, do you know what, F these. And the quickest blow you can throw to somebody is that, unfortunately. So they've been goading her for weeks and she's finally gone, do you know what, F you, I'm going to take you down. Or I'm going to have a snipe back. I don't know. It's wrong using the death of a child, mind. I'm not saying
you know what, though? That's kind of upset me a little bit that she said that. And listen, I don't want to make it about me, guys. Well, I am going to make it about me. But as you know, I've had a couple of abortions. Do you know what I mean? And even I know it's not the same, but that, I did regret that for a long, long time. I mean, I've accepted it now, but for a long time. And, that was the worst, for someone to think, oh my God, I'm sure my phone's just died, that I might piss someone off, that they would say that to me, do you know what I mean? And sing that bloody song. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm sorry I have to disagree, though, that's not the same.
Pearl, was that your woman's laugh, Evil Queen? Because that sounded demonic, I'm sorry.
Nesty, 1 second.
Right, sorry.
Yeah, sorry. That there, for me, is not even in the same league. That was Angie's choice to do what she done. And as she said, yes, she's lived with regrets, but that was her choice. It wasn't like happened the way it happened with Talia and Rickster. So to me, it doesn't even compare. I'm sorry. Go on, my king. Sorry.
Can I just say? Can I just say, just as a viewer? I was listening to Angie this morning about this whole situation, and she genuinely is upset over. And I'm not a fan of. I'm a fan of yours, Pearl. I can't say I'm a fan of anyone else really. I find them interesting, but she did sound very, very upset to watch, especially the song "Bye Bye Baby."
Yeah, you wouldn't.
Especially "Bye Bye Baby."
A human being, if you didn't have some feelings.
Correct. But where you're concerned, Pearl, you are dancing with the devil with these people, and you're not. I hate to see you so upset. These are not your people. I know I'm not. I'm trying not to preach.
Definitely not. They're not, and they never will be.
Not your people, Pearl. Surround yourself with good-hearted, empathic people. Who was on with you earlier on? Not Luke. Alex. Alex is nice. Yeah, Alex is not. He's okay.
I'm going to turn this into the Pearl Show, Nesty. I want to get these videos.
Oh well, it should be Pearl. You're too good for these people, and they're not your people.
Let's
you need to be
these videos, Nesty.
All right, sorry, Pearl.
Thank you. Right, King of Kings. Do you want to play the next one, my baby?
I'm going to start off by saying this. I don't like Richter, and I don't like Talia.
And they don't like you.
I'm going to be upfront with my opinion before I even hear any of this stuff. I don't believe she was pregnant. I don't believe it. I do not believe that she's pregnant in an ICU room. So here's what it's going to take for me to believe her. The other day on Richter's live, there was a split screen. So he's on his live, and she's in a dark room with what appears to be a hospital bed. Turn on the fucking lights. I want to see that you're in the hospital. Because you could have rented that bed. You two, they're so fucked up in the head.
Sorry, 1 minute, my king. Oh my God, this woman makes me so mad. Who is she? And matter of fact, who's anybody to say, I don't believe? What has it got to do with anybody? Where that lass was at, where Rickster was at, and what's going on? Oh my God. Sorry, go on, my king.
That I wouldn't put it past them. That's my opinion.
Wow.
That's my opinion. I don't believe that this happened, and I'm entitled to my opinion. Only because I've gone through some miscarriages. I have never been in ICU, not for a week. I've never been in ICU. I've never been kept overnight. It's pretty much been, as every woman knows, you'll start whatever, and then you run to the hospital. They'll do the ultrasound. They'll see what's going on, if the embryo's still there, if it's not. If you need whatever, and you're gone. So I don't understand, and it's not ringing with me why she's in ICU. I don't know. For a week now. I mean, if she was profusely bleeding, they would somehow have controlled that by now, or she'd be bleeding to death. But I'm just not buying it. That's me, my opinion. Again, I've not heard, and it can happen, of someone ending up in ICU if there was some severe complication that we don't know of. But with what's in front of me now, I'm not buying it from these two. That's my opinion before any of this starts. So that is my opinion.
I was in hospital, but not ICU, just to clarify.
My opinion.
And at night time it is dark because there is only 6 beds in ICU.
1 second, Mike, let's get this video.
Oh, sorry.
What's up? Just gonna try on. Okay, Steph, stop with you bled for weeks after your miscarriage. So I've suffered 3.
These are people in the comments.
One worse than the other one. And of course you're going to bleed for weeks after, but they're not keeping you in the hospital for that. You're not staying in the hospital for that.
1 second, my king. So, again, what's it got to do with her? Nothing. But what I can tell you is she had to be resuscitated. She went down to theatre and there was lots of other little problems that went on. So, she doesn't have to explain to her from Canada. No way, shape or form. And who is she? Absolute little nobody. A little piece of rubbish. So why does she want to know about their personal details?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
Sorry. Go on,
got
Mike.
enough on their mind. They don't need to explain.
So unless I've missed something, right now with what I've seen, and I maybe haven't seen everything because I don't watch them, what I've seen, I'm just not believing it. And also, didn't he get fixed? Like, apparently?
No.
That's
my opinion. You don't like it? Unfollow me and leave. That's my opinion.
Not to my knowledge.
That was, no, he hasn't, Aunt Sally.
Yeah.
It was a thing, it was with Corey, and Corey even said it was a little joke between him and Talia, and then Corey turned around and said to Talia, you can't have kids, and then she went back at him, he said, because Rickster's had the snip, and so it was a standing joke, and that's how that come about. Rickster's never had that done. Sorry, my king, go on, my baby.
The shit that those two pull. I'm just going to talk on what they pulled on me, saying I was this fucking woman, getting this woman fucking harassed. They're not normal. To me, they're not normal thinking people. That's my opinion. You don't like it, leave. Unfollow me, goodbye. I don't care. That is my opinion. And I'm sticking to it. That's it. Apparently he got snipped. I don't know. All right, let's hear this.
Or your demented partner. No one gives a fuck. Do something about it or shut the fuck up. Right, stop the spawn of Satan's not going to be born. Thank Lucifer himself for taking it away. Yeah, honestly, I wish I was. She's terrible. Good. I'm glad. I'm glad.
King, just stop that now. Just so you get the gist of how the absolute the evilness just spews out of them. I don't want to keep doing this because I'm Sally's in the box. But listen, you get the gist of how they have been. I know they are. I know I'm getting things, but just nice comments. Just put nice comments in. But anyways, like I say, like, how have they got a soul? Never mind anything else for going in at people like this. Thank you, everybody. Spam the chat with hearts for Talia, please, and Rickster. Thank you. That's it.
No, I'm all right, love, honest.
I can imagine it being hard for you to sit there.
It's just very, very sad, and that's very, very nasty.
It is. If there's anybody else, sorry, who wants to come up and have their opinion on anything, but just be careful with the way. Thank you, everybody. That's it. Hearts in the chat for Talia and Rickster. Thank you, my babies. Anybody want to come up and have the opinion and but just be careful how you word things.
I'm going to head off, Pearl.
Oh, okie doke, mine.
Unless someone come up. Oh, okay.
Okie doke. See you in a bit, my baby. Bye. Hi, Bernie.
Hi, how are you doing?
How old are you?
I'm nearly 50.
Oh, sorry, you sounded young.
No, I know I sound young. I was thinking about you quite a lot.
What, Alex?
Can you drop Bernie, please, mate?
Oh.
Thank you.
He was the one spamming the chat yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I don't even know who these are. Sorry. So, will nobody put... Right, I don't know who this is. Jackster. I want people to come in.
I just feel Bernie's a little bit vulnerable at times, mate. I've seen her in a lot of lives, and she gets emotional. I think she's been trolled a little bit.
Careful who's coming in and get ready to drop if they're going to do anything. Sorry, I don't know who they are or not. I want people to, even if you're siding with any of them, you're welcome to have your opinion.
That's right.
Hi, Jackster.
When I lost my son, I hemorrhaged really, really bad, and I was in ICU for just over 10 days.
Yeah.
So it is possible that this lady was in hospital for a week. How do people try and understand what's gone on with somebody else's loss of a child?
Yeah.
It's kind of like each individual case is your own.
It is. It is. Thank you, everybody, for the hearts.
If you lose a child, you might be in hospital one day, you might be in hospital 10 days, you might be in hospital...
Basically, my Jackster, it's just, listen, she shouldn't have had to prove why she was in that long and what was going on. End of, she shouldn't have. We all know everybody's different, but who are these cretins to, like, question anybody of what's going on? And, like, other people jumping up and saying, well, this was showed and that was showed and I don't think it was that. And even men going on about what was on women's pads and things. Oh my God, airy wannies or what? That's what I'm saying. How do they know about women's problems?
I totally agree with you, Pearl. I agree with you, Aunt Sally. I agree with everybody that's been in this box. But each individual case has its own merit. And nobody can take away from each individual their case. Nobody. And it's kind of like somebody's trying to take away from you your loss.
Sorry, thanks for that, my Jackster. Hey, my pan-fried fish, how are you? Pan-fried fish. Exactly, yes, famous darling. This is... I was going to say that's pan-fried fish, you'll get up.
Hi, Pearl.
Wait there 1 minute. Oh, I missed that. Just say it. What you saying, my king?
The Scout Slayer's been in the chat, so I was wondering if you wanted the mods to block her. I've just been sent a picture of a comment and saying hi, Pearl.
No, listen, I don't agree with what she done, and she can come up in the box and have a say at what she meant by that. I don't agree, but nobody's blocked out of the room. You're welcome in to have the opinion. But no, I didn't agree. The same as she didn't agree with things that I've said, I don't agree with what she said, because, listen, Scout Slayer, while you're in, I'm going to tell you, you were that far up EQ's butthole. It was unreal where she, ended and you began. So to me, I can't even be bothered going back there, because you're such a flip-flop. I come in to tell you that what you'd said was wrong, and to sit there and answer, and you still made it all about yourself. Do you know, you never...
Always happens, mate.
You never took accountability of it.
It always happens. He got called out a long time by multiple different people. As soon as EQ stopped bigging her up and stuff like that and backs away, because EQ will use people when she needs to use people.
100%.
And then she was like, oh yeah, I'm Eve. She even called herself Evil Scout Slayer or some shit, whatever she called herself. And then all of a sudden EQ's not bothered with her and that, and now she's feeling sorry for herself. It's all fake.
This is how she comes in and says, hiya Pearl, I never seen it. But she went in at me over the Zach thing. She went in at everything, so she can't be done with us that much. Why are you coming in the room and being a little turncoat again? I don't get it. You're just not true to yourself, Scout Slayer. And so my opinion is, take a good look at yourself and think, what can I put right? Why should I stop? Why do people call us a flip-flop? And that's what people don't like about you. You have
say it, Pearl. Just say it to her side. You made your bed, now fucking lying. It's simple as.
No, I'm just trying to tell her to take a good, hard look at herself, at why people don't like you for. Because what you said, about go suck your dad, do you realise how many people you affected with that? Really, really affected with that. And to me, that's not a nice person. And for me, there's no going back on there either. None whatsoever.
But on a lighter note and some good news, Unique G went into labour.
She'd
love to jump in the box, but she's in a lot of labour pains at the moment.
Yes. Oh, congratulations. I hope everything goes well. Hey, my Kimmy, how are you?
I am all right, thank you. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Sorry, you were cut off before when you were talking.
I've got patience. It's okay. I just want to say, I had a little bit of an opinion earlier. My opinion still counts. I hope every single one of these people that are involved in what they've said to Talia and to Rickster have nightmares every night and they can't sleep and they're tortured by their own thoughts. I just want to send love, and I hope Talia's listening. Talia, I genuinely, and Rickster, I'm so sorry for everything that you've been through. I'm more than happy to speak to you in the inbox if you want to, if just a friendly ear. I'm sending you love, and I just think everybody here just show both of them some love and support, even if you don't agree with certain situations in the past. Now's a time where adults can be adults and we can show support where it's necessary. Females should be supporting females in this situation, and we should be taking a stand and letting her know that she's not alone and she has people behind her that are willing to help her get through things if she needs it.
Exactly. Thank you for that, my opinion.
No,
Queen, is it Queen Bee or Pudding next? Sorry.
Hi.
Hi.
I just want to say, I think it's funny, that Canadian Angie, is so mean. She blocked me a few weeks ago from viewing her.
Yeah, but that's what she does, doesn't she? Did you have a difference of opinion?
No, because I said once or twice that she's causing trouble. And that's all she does.
Yeah.
And then I got blocked.
Exactly. That's how she is, though, when she's a mod as well in other people's rooms. That's why, you going in for that person, not for the Canadian Angie show, and she will mute you and she will block you out of the room where she's mod at, and it's not fair because, like, she's controlling the room, sort of thing. She thinks because she's a big gifter on the app, she's entitled to just float about the app, go where she wants, and pour as much poison as she can out on the app. Well, it don't work with me. Do you know what I'm saying? So, but that would be right about blocking you out, exactly.
Yeah, so she can give it, like, but she can't take it.
Exactly. That's what I said. She's a proper narcissist. She's a real narcissist. It's her way or the highway. That's how it is. If you don't agree, you're out. Why would you be having somebody that constantly blows smoke up the butt? Me, if I do wrong or do right, and my people who sits in my chat all the time knows, if I do wrong, come up in the box and tell me about it. You won't be blocked, you won't be muted. Sometimes I don't like what you say, but I'll sit there and I'll listen and I try and do things better the next time. And even like all of my friends will pull me to one side. Not that you don't see it on the app. I mean, you do see it, and you see people pulling me, but you'll see them pulling me behind the scenes. And like they'll say, you were bang out of order there. Are you for real? This, that, and the other. Like, and that's how it works. But with her, like, she just can't take criticism because she's a narcissist.
Absolutely not. Block me straight away. But that's all I want to say is that, like, she'll give it, but she can't take it. And for what they did last night is absolutely appalling.
I've never seen anything to stoop that low in all of my days on Ian, never.
I buried my little niece, like, and even to this day it affects me, like.
I'll never see it again.
Yeah, to go through that, like, and then to hear people mocking someone for losing a child.
Exactly.
I just think it's absolutely appalling.
Mm-hmm.
But that's all I wanted to say, really.
Well, thank you, my queen bee.
Thank you too.
See you now. Bye. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Hey, sweet Caroline or Puddings. I don't know which one was next. Which one?
Hello.
Hi.
Hello, everyone. I just wanted to say, two things. A big hug to Rickster and Talia. I think so many people, I've been hearing today, think so much of them. I've followed Rickster for a good 5 years, and he's a wonderful guy, and I'm quite upset for Talia and that anybody can do this. It's just so nasty. And a big hug to you, Aunt Sally, too. Bless you. I just wanted to say as well that people like, I don't even want to say their names on my lips, really. They're just such horrible people.
Yeah.
And I can only say that, yes, TikTok won't get rid of them, but karma will come to them in some way. And so they might think they've got the upper hand, but they haven't. I quite pity them that they have to be so nasty to get on in life.
You know what's stuck in my head? And I've heard this today on a screenshot, and I don't know if King's got it. She turned around and said, that song, that Bye Bye one? She's going to play it every night. And I thought, oh my God, I'll never ever play that song again because, every time I hear that song now, that's what I think of.
Yeah. Isn't that just awful?
That's how
I loved how somebody put in the comments here, Scotty Road, God is slow but sure. That is very true. Very true, Scotty.
Hey, thank you for that, my sweet Caroline.
Oh, bless you. Thank you for
How are
taking me
you?
on.
You're welcome. Haley?
No, I think Bev was before me.
Oh, sorry. Hey, Beverly, sorry. Do you know, I thought I'd just talk to you. Hi, Bev. Yeah. Bev, can everybody spam the chat with hearts, please? Because you know what's happening, don't you? If everybody puts hearts in for Talia and Rickster, please. Thank you. Bev, I don't know if Bev knows she's in the box. We'll take her out. Sorry, Haley, go on.
Yeah, I just wanted to first of all send my love to Talia, because I know what it's like to lose a baby and it's horrific. And Sally as well, you know, I've got a lot of love for you and it's your family, and Rickster as well. Like, no, I don't really know a lot about Talia and Rickster. I've not really come across them on the app very much, but what they're going through is so horrific. And then to have it dragged on the app. If I ever said anything like that, my mods would leave me instantly. My community would be devastated, they'd be disgusted, and I'd be going live with 3 people in my room. Because I surround myself with empathetic people. Everyone who follows me is lovely. I've had so many messages today about what's happened, the things they've said. And I feel disgusted sometimes being a big creator on an app that can be so awful. Like, and I just worry about all the other ladies in the comments and men who have suffered from baby loss. I've seen comment after comment of people saying, like, I stand with Talia, like, I've done this week, I've lost a baby. Like, they don't think about the people that are viewing them, like the people who support you, who gift you, who sit in your lives, who have actually suffered a loss of a baby. Like, we're in the boxes now, there's 3 women in the boxes, we've all lost a baby. So this is a massive problem. This is things that are happening every single day. And I was just absolutely disgusted. Canadian Angie and Evil Queen, there is no place in the world for women like that, and I honestly do believe that.
Definitely not. 1,000,000% not. Well said, my Haley. Well said. I really, do you know when you just, okie doke, my Alice, thank you, my baby. You know when you can't believe, like, we all know the low little ways that they go, but you know when it's unreal when you think nothing else will shock us, and then this happened, and I thought, I went cold, my blood went cold, it really did, to think somebody was mocking at the situation, what happened. I couldn't believe, of all time long.
It's just, Canadian Angie says she suffered baby loss, yeah. So I'm a woman who suffered baby loss. So I would have just held Talia and cried with her, because no matter what you think of her, as soon as I saw her, I would just be like, I've been there. And I know what it's like to come home and your body's changed, but your baby's not there anymore. I had to go back for 4 scans. We waited to see if the baby was definitely not breathing. It was horrendous. And every year that my daughter reaches an old year, I think he would have been a year younger than you. It never really goes away. And I just think, if you have suffered that and you're still doing this, then you're evil to the core. If you have been there and you can still drag a woman over her loss, then you literally have no soul.
Yeah, exactly. I agree with you 1,000,000%. And you know for why? Because it wasn't about her. Because like this had happened to somebody else, she still had to come in there, but it was the vengeance that was spewing, and the evilness and the corruptness that come with it. And I thought, how can you be a woman that this has happened to, and these words are coming out your mouth? I couldn't believe it. They actually turned me blood cold, and like for me, I've never heard anything like it. And in the real world, let's be right, this wouldn't happen. This really wouldn't happen. So it's just
and people in the comments still saying Talia wasn't pregnant, right? Okay, when no matter what your belief is, when they say this about one woman, they say it about all of us. Exactly. So they say it to every woman in the comments who has lost a baby, who has had a miscarriage, like all of the women who have gone that, they say it about them all. And it's really not up to anyone to question Talia about what she's been through or judge her or anything else. Like Canadian Andrew said, oh, but she wasn't in the ICU. What do you know? You're not a doctor. You can't even hold a live properly without being a vicious bitch on TikTok. So how are you telling her what she should have not happened at the hospital?
And Sally, are you okay?
Yeah.
Sure.
I think that's the problem with this app. Everyone thinks they're judge and jury of people's lives, and literally we're people behind a screen. Yeah, we have opinions and we make choices in life, but fucking hell, get a grip with yourself. You know what I mean?
How is she a doctor? Do you know what I mean? How is her what she went through? Why is Talia go through exactly the same? She doesn't know the ins and outs. Talia could have been struggling fully mentally, and they could have not wanted to let her go from hospital. It could have been anything. Regardless, like Canadian Angie's not a doctor, and even if she was, she doesn't know Talia's medical notes. So why is she even dragging it up?
And plus, anyway, she's in Canada, so the medical procedures will be totally different over there anyway. So let's be real with ourselves.
Yeah, fully.
Or she might not be in Canada. Throw that in the works.
Okay. Well, throw me out the box, darling.
Why?
Because I want to go and get a cup of tea.
Oh, sorry, Aunt Sally.
No, it's all right. I need a cup of
See
tea.
you later, Aunt Sally, and thank you for coming in, and thank you for understanding where I'm coming from.
Pearl, me and you go back since
I know, and I
love you to death, love.
I love you. I just didn't like saying what I was saying because it's your family. But listen, you know, I'm truthful to the core.
Well, sometimes you got family and you don't really see them, do you?
I know, but I wouldn't be a friend to you if I was being false to you by saying something nice.
That's right. I like straightforward people, Pearl. It's all, you know me, Pearl.
I do, Aunt Sally, I do.
Have a lovely cup of tea, Sally.
I love you.
I'll be watching you, but I watch you every night. You just don't see me because I'm ghosted. I heard you long before I let you see me in here. I was listening.
Did you?
All right, darlings.
And we'll speak on the WhatsApp and wherever. Listen, we're friends in real life, me and him.
Oh yeah, that's it.
He knows if I'm a person, I'm true. I know I'm a Kent, and I'm saying that in front of Aunt Sally, but at least, listen, I'm a truthful one.
What you see is what you get.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I like.
Right,
God bless you. I'll be down below. Hi, Hayley and King of Kings and Alex. And
Have a good evening, Sally.
God bless you.
Bye, Bobby.
Bye. God bless.
I'll kick her out. That sounds awful. I'll kick her out. Sorry, everybody. So, yes, Haley, I do. Sorry there. It was my boiler in the trailer here. I'm waiting for the gas man to come out. It was saying Phil, so I've got no heating on, so you can hear. Look, the fire's on. I'm saying you can hear the fire going because there's no other heating. So he's coming out now.
I've got the air fryer going because I'm trying to cook dinner.
Oh, nice. But, and that's what I'm saying. Listen, I could have just stummed up there when Aunt Sally come in, but Aunt Sally knows what I'm like. If I've got a problem, Alex will tell you. How many times I call you up, Alex, and I'll just go on, and he'll go, breathe. And then I'll say, I'm sorry for rhyming on, and he'll say, it's absolutely fine, and he doesn't say not one word. He just lets me have me say about anything. And then he'll say, "Are you done? Do you want to carry this conversation on?" No, I'm done.
You know what the problem is? Some people just require someone to listen.
Yeah,
you know,
and that's what he just.
You know what I mean? Like sometimes people just need to vent, and all they want is an ear. You know what I mean? They don't expect nothing more off you than just an ear. But a lot of people don't like that. Some people don't want to listen to people's problems. Now I understand that because people have their own real life problems, but I don't have real life problems. I'm going to be honest with you. So
it's comical because. It's either, if I'm phoning up for a chat, it's, hiya, Bobby, what you doing? And then if it's a rant, it's, I'm just phoned you up because I've been telling you this and telling you that. And I know he doesn't say one word. And then I'll go, right, I have to go. And I put the phone down and we haven't uttered one word to each other. But he listens to what I say.
I think when it's issues like this on the app, I think everyone's filled with so much rage today, and the thing is, the real truth is they'll still get gifted, they'll still have just as many people.
Yeah.
And it's so frustrating. Like, even with the Mr. M situation, I'm like, why are people still in your life? I don't understand. You've shown yourself. Like, why are we still supporting it? I don't understand. These people are mothers. They've lost children. They've been through domestic abuse, and you're still watching them and gifting them even worse. I just don't get it.
I'll tell the truth. Sorry, Alex, I'll tell the truth. You know Mrs. Walters, don't you? That woman was left blind, and people still going into that person's room, and they were still asking, is it true? Was it true? Are you blind? How do we know you're blind? And I thought,
it's mad.
The judge and jury of the app yet again. Everyone's looking for a conspiracy theory. Always the same. Like, everyone's trying to cross-question people. For an example, yesterday, she went in Angie's live, and everyone did say do not go in Angie's live, but she's entitled to go. She can go wherever she wants. She's entitled to, you know what I mean? So she's gone in there, and people go, "Oh, but it's her own fault. She went in there." So because she went in there to defend herself, it was okay for her to be attacked. So we're all going to let a victim be attacked now because she went in there to defend herself. This app, sometimes I sit back and I think, you know what? What is wrong with people? Like, what is wrong with you?
But that's another person. And anybody who doesn't know, sorry, I know I'm changing the thing here. Mr. M, is he catchphrase or something?
Catchphrase.
please keep away from his room. He's an absolute wrong'un to the core, and he left a woman in one eye without her eyesight. He got charged with blunt false trauma, which was meant to be. It was no, he's venom. He is my no face. Come up while you in. Oh, and I don't even know them. Whoever knows about this, but just to keep jogging people's memories of what has happened in with this Mr. M. Because I don't know if there's any updates. If there's not, no matter what. But please, people, keep away from his room because.
Sorry, I'm just in the shop at the minute. Give me 2 seconds, yeah?
Go on, you're all right.
For me, the whole thing was disgusting. His non-accountability and his deflection was fucking wild, man.
What I find really worrying is that, obviously I study crime, so what we see with this man is a real pattern of violent behaviour. So we don't just have a one-off attack of a woman where we're like, who's the wrong in this? We have a pattern of behaviour going back at least 20 years of him consistently violently attacking people. A prison member of staff who was giving him a tray of food he attacked. He attacked an NHS worker in the security of the hospital. These are people trying to help him and he's attacking them. You've got 2 women in a flat who he attacked. We had someone who turned up at their house with a bladed article and threatened them. Now we have one woman who's come forward who's blind and another woman who's trying to get a restraining order at the moment from abuse that's happened this year, domestic abuse. So he has a whole pattern of behaviour. And what we see with prolific offenders like this is the best predictor of future behaviour is past behaviour. And this is what he does. So people who want to defend it will go against the victim, which is mad. And I'll just add to that, when we ask women to start providing evidence, what we're doing is we're getting women killed because we're asking women to save evidence that their perpetrator may see and take their life. So I don't have proof of my bruises or my broken bones. For a particular reason, I was trying to keep myself safe. So when people on this app like Angie want to keep spreading this narrative of save evidence, we want to see your evidence, someone may start collecting it and lose their life because of these idiots who shouldn't be holding these type of lives.
Exactly.
Do you find this as well, Hayley and Pearl and King of Kings and No Face, but he's obviously do you know why people get we should all agree here now, no one's DV should ever be questioned. Do we agree on this, yeah?
Agree.
Yeah. But do you know why it does get fucking questioned in here? And I've kind of realised now. It's because the people that have said they've gone through DV are also laughing at other people that are going through DV, and that's why people are questioning. I think, and no one should be questioned, of course not. But that's why, because there's people going, oh, I've been through DV, and laughing at other victims of DV, and they're going, well, why would you be laughing? Surely, if you've gone through it, and you know how terrible that whole deal is, why would you be laughing at others going through it?
Yeah,
and that's why.
But like I said the other day, it ain't just him. Do you know what I mean? You've got the likes of Bowser on it, who's done pretty much exactly the same, and he gets overlooked.
Yeah, you've got that Brummy Lee back on here as well.
He bit his missus on the face. He choked her. Do you know what I mean? The court documents are all there. Everyone on an account for people to see. Do you know what I mean? Like people need to be having the same energy for everyone.
Exactly. But it was just because Mrs. Walters had come onto my platform, and firstly it was over like a Top Girl and Alicia and them. Right, no face, this was mentioned last night. So I know Alicia fetched it to you, and then, but it was one of the mods, wasn't it, who found something belonging to him. Was it? Am I getting it right or wrong?
The moderator that first put the article on and sent it to Alicia.
Yeah, I was going to say, because Alicia sent it to me the night before I outed it, saying, just seen this, hold on 1 second.
Yeah, so Batman, the moderator, put up loads of articles about him and then sent one of them to Alicia, and then Alicia sent it to No Face. She didn't send it to me. But for anyone who knows me, if Alicia had lied, which she hasn't, I would have blocked her if she'd known about that and still played catchphrase. I would have blocked her. I don't care how close I love her, but I would have still done it. She 100% didn't know until the night before.
Exactly, because she said, well, she's in here. Come in the box, Alicia. I don't want to talk for her, but I do know that she had family problems going on, and that's why she waited them couple of days. Thank you, my Sarah Jane. and she had waited them couple of days before.
Sorry about that. I just bumped into my girls.
The only reason I waited, Poe, is I got the article, and then I had some shit going on, some real life shit, so I didn't really care about TikTok.
She did when she sent it to me and asked me to look over it. She said,
yeah,
"Can
when
you
I
look
watched
over this?"
it, when I sorry, not watched it, when I read it and that, I sent it to No Face, and then obviously you have to fact check things and make sure it's him and blah blah blah. So that was done, and then the next morning No Face did a live on it.
But why I was boiling for, certain people was running and saying you have this evidence. We all know why you didn't. Like you said, you had things going on in the family, and then No Face can't just come out and say, yes, that's definitely that. He had to do his homework.
Yeah, I didn't give a shit about it. When like I had real life shit happening, I didn't care about TikTok. Do you know what I mean? It was the last thing on my mind. So I'm not gonna be like, oh, let me just put this family stuff aside and start messaging everyone on TikTok. I'm not gonna do that.
Now, on the Friday, I got a message while I was live with one of our friends saying what had happened with Alicia, and I ended my live straight away because it was a life or death situation with family, so it's not something you can mess with. And then for the next 24 hours, we were in panic, just trying to make things okay and like be there for us. So, and people saw my live. There was about 1,000 people. I said, look, I've got to go. Like, I've got to go. It's Alicia. So it's just not on her. It's not her responsibility. And we did the right thing. We got it out there. My video's on nearly 250,000 views about Mr. M, so people are aware of who he is.
Go check Hayley's video out. Please repost it and comment and share it. Thank you.
Thank you.
And that was it. But these runs on the app, and then this horrible thing happened, and it's like, how can anybody question anybody's like trauma really in life? Who has to prove anything to anybody?
Thank you, Jane.
And that's why I just jumped up, because I agree with Alex, is that, you know, I get people ask for proof because there's so many people out there that lie about situations and illnesses and traumas on this app, and big examples of creators that set examples and they just follow with it because they can monetize off it. So I do understand that when there's some people that have actually gone through it, myself or X, Y, and Z, I don't mind having to prove it, because if you've got all the documents there, but you shouldn't have to, because in this day and age, the society, no, they're not doing it for proof. No, but the thing is, they want to, I can't say the word, they want to make a joking out of the people.
Yeah.
You know, there's definitely a way to do it though. So like, I won't cover a case unless there is evidence, yeah? So I need, if someone wants to talk about their ex online, I need police reports or something. But I would never do that on a live. I would message her and say, look, I can only make a video if I have evidence, because some people have grudges. And then if they say, well, I don't have any, I'll say, I'm not the one to cover the case then, because I have to be quite factual in what I do. I would never drag someone on a live and then be like, show me your bruises, show me what happened, because there's a difference in that. There's a difference between being kind and empathetic with it and explaining. Like, I'm not asking for proof of pictures or nothing. Like, I just can't make a video and call someone a perp if they're not.
Exactly.
And I can't bring someone on my platform and say that they've gone through X cancer, whatever one, and they haven't, because one, they're giving out wrong information, two, they're giving out wrong advice or experience and stories. So, you know, I would never ever bring up and say, which I've had done to me, and I've even done chemo live to prove.
Yeah. Wow. Thank you.
You know,
Danielle, it's disgusting how you've had to prove it's disgusting that anyone's had to prove anything. I was going to come on and show messages I'd sent to Hayley and Charlie on the day that I was having like a family emergency, and then I thought to myself, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to prove nothing to these people that mean nothing to me.
But I do understand is a contradicting, because you shouldn't have to. I didn't, and Alicia, I understand you shouldn't, and I'm glad you didn't, and you stood your ground on that. But the thing is, there's people out there that do lie, so you know you have to. It's always it's like a bad name for everyone.
Yeah.
It's quite hard, you know. I do get it, but the thing is, it shouldn't, like Hayley is. I do ask off screen, for, you know, documents, because obviously we've got reports and stuff to show what we've gone through. So there's always proof, and if there are people on there that saying they're going through a cancer treatment and they've got nothing that they can show off screen,
because it's an easy way of making money and it's disgusting. Just like I was going to say also is where that thing said that she hopes my cancer takes me, which is the videos on my page, if everyone can repost that after last night, what she said, whether or not you like the couple or not, but no one should ever, ever say that, because there's multiple people in families that have gone through it. It's disgusting.
Sick and honestly just vile to the core.
It for me, it's just like everyone wants to make a stand now, you know. It seems to be everyone wants to make a stand. And yeah, it's better late than never. But like everyone's been too involved in certain creator beefs and all these idiots go unnoticed, you know what I mean? Because
I just feel like, don't you feel like, Alex, like TikTok's just been like ruined?
Yeah.
By certain people by it going too far. Like I've got a certain creator saying that they're gonna out me and my ex tonight for scamming, which I've never done. Like I know that I've got no skeletons in my closet. I know what she's gonna show, but it's such an invasion of your privacy. There's nothing I can do. I've just got to sit here, you know. But
the thing is, it's these people that stand by them, and I get you can support anyone you want, but they're just as bad as enablers, because they follow the opinion of someone else's, and it can tarnish you across the whole of an app, and it's like a domino effect.
Do you know the thing is though, anyone with any sort of substance about them that are my kind of people, are never gonna blame me for.
As long as you ain't done wrong to me, you know.
It's literally what's going to be shown is bad reviews for someone's business. There's fuck all to do with me. I ain't a fencer. Do you know what I mean? So I ain't done nothing wrong. So
it's
just what you're doing.
Listen, he's my plumber pulled up. Alex, are you going to go live so everybody can come over?
I don't know. I haven't thought about it, to be fair, Pearl.
Are you going live or not backwards?
Yeah, if you want me to.
Right, everybody. Alex is going live. Jump over there because I promise you. Look. It's there. He's just pulled up outside.
Yeah, again, you've just done it yourself, Pearl. You've proved.
Woman.
I bet it is, Pearl.
You are.
I bet it is.
I said that you've just done it yourself, Pearl.
For your plumber for your rusty pipes.
No, it's Johnny.
I'm getting rid of